If we were having a conversation and I said something that didn't fully resonate with you, or I said something which sounded intellectually appealing, but it didn't really sit right with you, or if I asked you to do something which you didn't want to do, or if I told you what you should do and what you have to do, but you didn't really want to, would you speak up? Would you have the courage to disagree? You might right now say to yourself, yes, absolutely. I would definitely speak up. I would definitely express my voice. I would most definitely, disagree. But sometimes, because the context is in a certain way, because the person you're talking to is someone you're looking up to, or because it is an authority of some sort, right? You don't speak up. You don't express your truth. You do not disagree. Oftentimes, the context is exactly what makes you just shut down. And this is a form of people pleasing, which is a form of perfectionism. So I ask you right now, do you have the courage to disagree, regardless of who it is that you are speaking with, regardless of the context, regardless of what is going on? Or do you kind of shapeshift, depending on who you're with, depending on who you're speaking to? It might be that you have the courage to speak up and not people please when you're around your friends, but when you're around your parents, not so much. You swallow your truth. You don't express yourself fully and completely, authentically as you are becoming, because they know you as a certain person. They know you as this little kid in their mind, and so you don't speak up, or you don't truly say things as they are to you. Or it might be that you are in a romantic relationship, an intimate relationship, where they have certain thoughts and things that they say to you, which, they might have some opinions that don't resonate with you, but you somehow can't get yourself to say, I disagree. And so you just surrender to whatever they want, whatever they do, wherever they guide you. And so a tendency that I see with a lot of high performers with perfectionism, which manifests as people pleasing, is that you might actually begin calling those people certain things, right? Without taking accountability for how you are showing up. Without taking accountability for the fact that you don't express your disagreement. Without taking accountability for the fact that you can at any time right now choose to either leave the situation, change the situation, or show up differently. See? Because it takes two to tango, right? It always takes two to tango. And you can be the one who shifts the dynamic by the way that you claim your truth and you disagree when you disagree about something. So instead of just swallowing the truth, you express it. Now, this takes courage sometimes. It takes emotional exposure. It takes risk. Sometimes you can actually risk, someone leaving you behind or shaming you or guilting you because you want to do something or you believe in something which they don't. And so what's easier to do? It's easier to just not speak the truth, to just agree, but kind of sitting there with a pit in your stomach, knowing that you didn't fully speak your truth, right? what happens is that after such conversations where you knew that you were disagreeing, but you didn't express it, what happens after then is that you sometimes feel like your energy is contracting, like you're feeling smaller, literally. And of course, because you just swallowed what you wanted to say, what you stand for, what it is that you believe in. Sometimes it's not even about beliefs. It's about the fact that you have certain values and others don't have those values. And so, what do? You get to choose. You always get to choose. But again, very often this is a subconscious pattern. You've shown up this way in many ways for a long time. Sometimes you might nod your head when in fact, what you really want to do is you want to say, I disagree. Sometimes you just smile, right? Put in a mask and just smile and come off so agreeable, right? Like you're so open. But in fact, within what you're feeling is like you just want to run away. You don't feel seen, heard, and understood. You don't feel resonance. You don't feel like you can be yourself, like you can disagree. Now, here's what I want you to ask yourself, what I invite you to ask yourself. How come I do not feel safe with this person to disagree? Is that a relationship that I would want to be in? Is that the kind of connection that I want in my life, where I swallow my truth, where I don't speak up, where I do not tell the other person whenever I disagree about something? Is that the kind of relationships that you want in your life? Or do you want relationships where you do speak your truth, where you do disagree, where you find it safe to express your opinion about certain things and find solutions together and grow together and can begin to just accept that each and every single relationship will be up for review, right? Moment by moment. And that is fine. It's totally safe. It's totally fine to disagree, right? You're not that little kid anymore, right? That whenever you express your opinion, you were shamed, you were guilted, you were isolated. You're not that younger version of you anymore in those circumstances that you were back then. You are safe now to show up and express your truth and to disagree. It is safe to disagree. It truly is. It just takes practice. And as you begin to practice this, by slowly but surely expressing your truth and saying, right, whenever you disagree, saying that, when you begin to do that over and over and over again, you will begin to see proof that it is safe to do so. So it just takes small daily commitments of just feeling into your body, right? Tuning into your body and literally like feeling how you feel whenever someone says something. Oftentimes, if you disagree, you feel contracted. If you agree with something, you feel expanded. And noticing those shifts, noticing how your breath changes in conversation, and just expressing it, being like, I hear you say this. I would want to say that I disagree. Here is my reasoning behind it. Here are my thoughts around it. How can we make this work? Honoring the other one's thoughts, opinions, concerns, but at the same time expressing what it is that you stand for, what it is that you believe in, and what kind of values you have. If you would like to learn more about how to actually do this, how to actually make the shift from people pleasing to actually, creating relationships for yourself where you actually feel safe to express your disagreement about things, and where you are able to just speak your truth. If that is something that you would want for yourself, where you're no longer swallowing your thoughts, your opinions, your beliefs, and kind of bypassing yourself in conversation and in your relationships, then definitely apply to join the Bloom Beyond tribe. Go to bloombeyond.com/apply to join this wonderful tribe of sunflowers and bloomers. We're together in there as high performers to create a life and business of freedom from perfectionism with the power of the subconscious mind. So really being able to overcome this people pleasing so that you can show up as you are and express your truth. Because once you do that, you are able to also give others permission to do the same, right? And you're attracting other people to you that are able to then also support you and nourish you, regardless of whether you agree with them or disagree with them. And that is what true connection is. That is what healthy connection is, beyond perfectionism. And I truly want that for you. I truly do. So again, go to bloombeyond.com/apply right now. There's a 256 members limit. Right? We have monthly cohorts and there's a waiting list to join. So make sure to apply so you get on that waiting list, and we will reach out to you and invite you if we believe that we're a great fit. It's also a free tribe for that month that you come in and explore and get to know me and everyone else as well and how this works. And then you can also obviously go through our paid programs too if you so choose and so resonate. And this is your time to grow beyond perfectionism, because then I am here for you, truly, wholeheartedly. All right, sending you so much light and love. Stay bright, brave, and balanced.